Okay, can you hear me now? Spends like 3 hours trying to figure out which buttons to push. Alright, we're good then. We pretend I know what I'm doing. That technology is not smarter than me. Well, the truth is, technology is a lot smarter than I will ever be. And that's okay. Um. Oh yeah, y'all can invite whoever. I don't care on this. Um. Oh, I wasn't using that color. My bad. Hello, sun person. I may just have to redo this hand. It's awful. Oh yay, junk mail. Nope, that goes under that one. So yeah, if anybody has any questions about what's going on and all of that, just ask. I don't mind answering. This is this is a lot of how I get inspired to do nothing important. Um, and I love it, so you know. Also, this is from a random Tumblr ask, and they wanted to see Horus as a Liopleurodon, and I'm like, you know, I have no idea what a Liopleurodon is, so uh, I did some research and was actually entirely fascinated. As for the lines, this part's gonna be hard because whooshiness. My technical terms here. I'm not super good at whooshy lines. And if y'all hear random noises in the background, I have cats. and they are demon spawn that should probably not exist, and I love them anyway. As for stylistic things, I consider my strong point to be line art. Everything else just exists. And the program I use mainly is Paint Tool Sci. I dabble here and there with GIMP. I used to do a lot with Photoshop CS6, but I can't find my copy to that, and the new stuff just isn't worth my money. So, yeah. And I have never successfully drawn anything on, like, an actual tablet. So, I use a graphics tablet with a PC. Because tablets are complicated. They're not really complicated, I'll give it that. They're just expensive. The ones right now that are quality for drawing are like $500 to get started, and I'm like, yo, I don't have that kind of money thrown at me. Oh yeah, like they get worse as you like research and find stuff you really like, and it's like, oh, I'd love to have that, but I have to pay rent. So yeah. Yeah, just to get a basic sized iPad and iPen is gonna be like at least $500, even if you get it used. And while I appreciate that, I just, yeah, yeah, it's ridiculous because I'm not. I won't go so far as to say I am anti Apple, but a lot of the products they sell are super pricey. But eventually, everybody will catch up to them with artsy stuff on tablets, and the prices will go down. And I mean, I have a Samsung something. I don't know. I don't use it super often, except as like a backup for my Kindle and stuff. I should finish reading like 90% of what I got in my current library, which is a few hundred books right now. um, I need to finish reading Talon of Horus. Um, the books I just finished in the past week were Galaxy in Flames, and then I reread Horus Rising, and then I read it was a religious book, a commentary, because I was bored, um, and I can't really remember what it was, but it was very interesting actually. But it's not everybody's cup of tea. But I think it was a commentary on the book of Isaiah in the Bible for those who are curious about what I read. I'm looking to read just curious about people's opinions on religious stuff. It's not really, you know, my my personal opinion. Definitely my faith, but religion's not my favorite thing all the time. Hey, if they ever publish the Book of Lorgar, I will read it just to be a good something. I don't know, good heretic. But and I still think of Hamtaro every time you say Hammy, just like so you know. Like I'm thinking of like a Hamilton sized a Hamilton decorated hamster. Like we have to keep this entirely real here. Um, I'm not entirely sure what I was thinking with this hand position. Um, no, that goes there. And now it's just important he be holding something, because he looks kind of ridiculous not holding anything. That is my mom and dad when I'm talking about 40K stuff. They're like, "Oh, that's great." I'm like, "Do you realize what this means?" Not at all. And I'm like, "Well, I'll take your honesty, I guess." There are worse things though. We could all be the emperor with his daddy Neo name. He's a glitch in the matrix. Aw. The Matrix is actually a really cool like storyline. I just the Emperor's not that cool. Oh no, it's a Jeff. How are you? Okay, so erase there. This is Horus as a what is the word? Liopleurodon. Uh, you know, for all the new people. Yeah. If you don't know what a Liopleurodon is, that's it's a dinosaur. A plesiosaur, I think, is the correct terminology. That's not the right layer. Yeah, okay. That's also not the right layer. Yeah, that branch of the swimmy scaly things. I don't know if they were scaly. I assume because they are reptilian that they have some form of scales, but I am not. I am not an expert. But I am also 100% okay with Horus being related to a Mosasaurus. So, and yes, that is absolutely a reference to Jurassic World. Oh, okay. So the Emperor can be Daddy Neo, and Horus can be Daddy Nessie. Oh, I'm gonna hear about that one for a while, I'm sure. Just remember, he has teeth. I am not sure that Horus is qualified for anything Power Rangers. Like, he's cool, but I'm not sure he's that retro. Like, granted, if you've seen Space Marines, they do kind of look like some of the, the dinos from Power Rangers stuff, and it's kind of amusing now that I think about it. I want to be the Pink Ranger Space Marine. That's brilliant, though. Like all of the crossovers you could do with 40k stuff and other genres, like an Astardi Pokemon battle, for instance. They would forget that their Pokemon are the ones who are supposed to be fighting and like fight each other. I think so, yeah. I think Lapras was, in fact, because Lapras has the long neck and then just no teeth, but the four fins and then a little nubby bump tail with a fluke on it. So yeah, it seems that yeah. For anyone who doubted I was a complete nerd before this, you have now you can rest assured I am absolutely a complete nerd. And I'm okay with this. This is a good lifestyle. It's really good on trivia nights with the family. think that one needs to be rounder. Okay, so also, if I do another stream this week, would you guys be interested in seeing me create a new character based on a color palette and the phrase Abyssal Fennec Fox Demon Librarian? Or would you like to see more of this sort of stuff, which is just really random? A new character based on. I did a random generator of types of critters, and it gave me Abyssal Fennec Fox Demon Librarian. And so I am willing if I mean I've got a visual idea, so you know, but I am also open to suggestions, stuff in streams. Oh, okay. Let me see if I can find that. Shoo. I found it. Okay. There is the link. Um, yeah, it'll all be safe for work. 90% of everything I draw nowadays is completely safe for work. And, so, but yeah, like, I just click me, and here we go. Wooden sparkle dog. It has stubble. It wears a maid outfit. Like, you know, you just get random phrases, and it's hilarious. It's very inspiring, and so yeah, if y'all ever need ideas, there you go. Now I just have to figure out this other fin, and I'm not looking forward to it. You should make that in Hero Maker. Like, 100% make that in Hero Maker. Oh. Let's just cheat a little bit. Go in the right place. Okay. Control, copy, paste, flip horizontally. Also, I think it's really funny that you got that because that really like fits your character aesthetic really well. You could have her hang out with, yeah, Melodier. That's who I was thinking of. I don't know if I said that right, so that's okay. English is only my native language. I could move this a lot faster this way. Okay, so it's Melodier. Oh, push OK. Control D. Do do do. Inks. It's like the saddest little angry goat. I love it. I have a special place in my heart for goats. I have a cat that sounds like a goat too. Goat eyes are kind of terrifying. I will give you that. But there are not terrifying goats. Like Zeldra. Zeldra is a space goat and she's not scary at all. Okay. I don't know what that layer is. We're just gonna merge all that down. Pretend I know what I'm doing. Um, wow, I'm really good at not doing good today. I have enlightened the masses to the stupidity that are random generators, and if I never achieve anything else in life, I'm okay with this being my claim to fame. Some of the aesthetic generators that site also gives are like really entirely random, but yet they inspire. One day I'm gonna be able to push like the random button on World of Warcraft and make a character I love. And has an accordion. He's a musical genius or something. From that description, I definitely would say he's something. But that's just my personal opinion here. Also, I am way too lazy to look up shark's teeth. So we're just going to pretend this is an accurate model. I'm also way too lazy to walk 10 feet in my apartment and get my little crate of them. Yeah, I mean, I've seen like a bunch, and I have like 10 feet away an entire box of them. But you know, and other seashells and all of that. But you know, I'm lazy. Actually, the real reason I don't want to go over there is the cats are both awake, and it's right next to where their food bowl is, and I don't want to feed them right now because I want to sleep past 5 a.m. I mean, part of it is definitely lazy, but encouraging the cats to be devious is not the mood I'm going for tonight. Oh my goodness. Cats are. I love both of my girls. Like, don't anybody hear that, but once they have moved on to the heaven that is for animals, I am definitely gonna be a dog person. Being woken up at 3 a.m. because the litter box offends my cat is not my favorite thing. Uh, oh yeah, like I don't own these cats. I don't own these cats at all, and I'm aware of that. I'm aware that I am the pet here. Dogs are hilarious, but yes, they can. Oh, by the way, I'm starting to color, so if you guys have any questions, on this process. Let's take that down lower than 20. Yeah, that'll work. Does he get bubbles? Do we want the sassy, angry, toothy boy to have bubbles? be bigger. Yeah, that would work. Alright, y'all have fun with that. Marky is a highly entertaining individual. Unis Honest is one of my favorite stations to go when I need a mood. I'm not entirely sure what the point of that one is, but thank you for coming, Jeff. If you have to run away, that's fine. I'll be here later. The point is there is no point. I should have probably trimmed down the background a little more before I started bubbling. It's okay. That would be if I was walking and heard somebody with that as their ringtone, I would just like walk up to them and give them a hug. And I'm not even like a super huggy person, but that would compel hugginess. Um, and guys, like, please don't be like the people here. Please wear masks and stuff when you go out of the house, and be safe, and don't think you're immune to stuff. Like, huh. I had to make my public service announcement because I was in public today and it was awful. Sometimes I think my bubbles look more like sparkles, but you know what? In this picture, that's okay. Okay, that one can merge down. Not yet there. He is a fabulous, toothy, angry thing. I don't even know that this picture qualifies as angry, but yeah, yeah, the bubbles really accent the sharpness or something. Maybe he just wants to be a cupcake like his favorite brother. So he's embracing vicious cupcake then. There is truly no other cupcake to be though. Oh, no, no. Go down. Um, we'll figure that part out later. Absolutely. Um, I'll poke you more on that in disc when I get back on. Take that away and that away for now. Rain, if you don't quit biting my toe. Rain. Rain. Thank you. My cat was biting my toe. It didn't feel nice. So I was making fun of her. Or rather, not making fun of her, reprimanding her. My feet are not food. Oh, yeah, yeah. I was thanking her for stopping biting, and that was one of my noises of frustration. Mo has petitioned that I play horror games on this stream too, because Mo has heard me make really strange noises in response to terror, and it won't be this week, but we can take a vote on that one later. For those who are interested in the wheezy laugh and the fact that I can squeak in really high pitches when terrified. I just don't have any horror games right now. So, yeah, if you guys know of any horror games you want me to try, I don't know if Vanish still exists. That was the most terrifying game I've ever played. But I have amnesia. That was when you discovered I could squeak in like three different languages. Um, when you linked that to me, I'm sure you're a friend. Okay, the back of his head has the stuffy stuff. Is that a dog emoji? I feel called out right now. We are clearly in dinosaur mode, not dog mode. Oh, is it supposed to be a cat? Alright, YouTube, we need to talk. That does not look like a cat. It's like a dingo. That is the wrong button. Okay, there's trim, there's trim. I don't think I've ever had a layer called butt colors before. I'm glad that we've remedied that. I feel more complete. Thanks, man. You have a good watch along date. Okay, so the skin's gonna have to go under that. I think this is the color palette I designed for Seki instead of Horus, but that's okay. No, that's the one I was using for Horus. Okay, let's just redo this. There we go. The one I was using first was, um, actually, that was the base I used for him. Because I remember why those are there. Uh, those are my, that's my This area right here is my skin tones of Earth section. And for Seki, what I did is this, and then this, and then a little of that, and a little of that. But that's neither here nor there. That is, yeah, yeah. But Horus is not quite dark, not quite light, not quite tan. He's somewhere in the copper spectrum. So, yeah. I think for him I generally use somewhere between general Arabic tones and sand tones and Latino tones. But I cannot actually confirm that without research. And I am too lazy to research. But I do like the description in Wolf of Ash and Fire that says his skin tone was copper and tanned by the light of 1,000 suns, and yet aged none or something. I don't know. I don't want to think about age right now. I have gray hair. This was not the goal of today. So for eye color, do we want him to be uh, chaosy or astronomicon-y or naturally? Or... This is his natural color. Um, this is not the button I was looking for again. That's his daddy's boy color, and this is his chaos color. The man changes eye colors as much as his legion changes names. I think I'm gonna do... Yeah, that's where I was, and so I'm like, I'm gonna do both. No, that's good enough right there. I told you earlier that red and gold were my favorite colors, right? Go for it. No one is required to stay here the whole time. Except me. That's a mood. No, not dark enough. I need that blackish feel. But not black black. Let's see. Maybe that could be the vibe I'm looking for. Yeah. So, for anyone interested, this is a fun little life hack I have discovered in skin coloring. Um, but if you really want it to like incorporate your background and fit in, really mesh, I guess, um, where your brightest highlights will be, you can actually erase the skin and it'll give it a little bit of that natural, I guess, translucency that skin has. And then just a general tip is that warm lights will leave cold shadows because of how light reflects and goes through the skin, and cold light will leave warm shadows. Again, that's all just part of how skin functions. Um, it is not a solid thing, um, and it does have layering. So, but the objective here is not really color theory. It's just kind of to show you guys what I'm doing. Color theory is a complicated thing for me. Welcome back. Man, share. You've got my email address. There should be some ice cream in that by the time I go check it. Oh, I mean, that's not awful, I guess. I still have bacon pizza. did not blur that out very well. Dee, 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 dee. He really does look like entirely crazy in this picture, and I'm trying to decide if I'm okay with that. Like, I guess that was the goal, but no, we're gonna just do normal. Layer, pin. Okay. Pin needs to be bigger. Y'all quit fighting. Ain't nobody got time for that. Loopy, quit running into the door. I missed a lot on that fin. Is that all supposed to be? Yeah, I think so. I don't really remember what I was doing on the sketch. Oops. This will work. This is like calico dinosaur thing. I don't know. If you guys want to know more about Liopleurodons, just go do some research, cause I'm not that smart. No, 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 no. Okay. There we go. A lot of my art is like Pepper Guy from, what was that dungeon? I know you know what I'm talking about. Peppers. The brewery. Storm Stout Brewery. Yeah, that's how my art goes. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Peppers. Peppers guy is such a mood. Like, oh my gosh. I vibe with him really, really, really a lot. He ranks up there with Tarek as in just high quality people. That's actually oddly accurate for this picture. Like, I didn't realize there were captions for this. Now I know. Yo, stop. Is this the unicorn guys that steal Charlie's kidney? I don't even remember what all of that is called, but I definitely remember those guys. Yes, yes! I remember now, Charlie. I'm still stuck on Carl. That kills people. Horus is somewhere now between Dalmatian and Liopleurodon. Dalpleurodon. Liopleuramation. Okay, the sketch. Yeah, the sketch can go away now. Let's save. See what these layers look like on top of it. That's got to go down a little more. Actually, let's see what taking that off. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna not have that layer there. I think that's what we're gonna do. And then drop that down a little bit to give more of that underwater vibe. Yeah, I'm cool with this. Okay. So that. Nah. Must continue skin on here so that he blurs proper. Uh, uh. I may actually drop the ink some more on this in a few minutes. This one should be done hopefully within the next hour for anybody interested. And if anyone is like lurking, feel free to subscribe. I post stuff pretty frequently. Well, I will be posting stuff pretty frequently and doing at least one stream a week. And I am more than willing to answer any questions and talk about nonsense because I know a lot of nonsense. I am pro at nonsense. That was awful. Rain, please get out of my face. Thank you. I keep finding more places to erase. Alas. And then I keep erasing places that shouldn't be erased. Wow, I missed there. TTT. Wrong button. there. That goes there. Horus may actually be a dinosaur cow now. But you know, you are what you eat, and I'm sure the man eats a lot of beef. Yeah, but nobody supported him in making it the cows of Horus. So he had to make it sons, and Luna cows was also not allowed. Really, just the Emperor's such a bad person. Like, if Vulcan gets to have the salamanders, why can't Horus have the cows? There are other legions I am not quite confident enough to mention in this, but their primarchs are Ferrus Manus and Perturabo, and it's because I say the I word really weird. Yeah, I can't say that word, and so I'm like nervous to say it where other people can hear me. And like I debate the linguistic etymology of it because how do you say it? Rural. I can say rural. But like since I'm being brave, I guess I'll give it a shot, but is it is it iron or is it iron? Cuz like if you add a y it's irony. But without that, how do you say it? What is the proper pronunciation of that word? Iron. You earn. And then the word oil. Like, how do you say that word? I forgot to color his things. Darn. This picture may not be done in the next 10 years at this rate. So, how do you say oil? Are you one of those? Are you one of those oil people? Oil? No, I'm an oil. I'm an oil person. I agree. Like, it's an awful word, and like the only major country-esque words I use, and I'm not saying I'm perfect because but are y'all and ain't. Those are my words. I like yonder too, but I don't use it like it just it doesn't have a lot of practical uses. So, um, yeah, I think for this one that'll work. Okay, there. Yonder is a great word. And then like I have my own my own words that are like not at all real words, and I use them and they're okay. Those are happy words. Like what's a good one I use? Thunder boomer. Um, I have also used words like whifferiferous, which is like a level above stank tail. No, I can't spell any of these. A thunder boomer I can spell. The rest are they exist as words in my head. And I have fun phrases I have learned from friends that hunt and stuff like thump it like a tater. Whatever that means, I have no idea, but it's a great phrase. I have never thumped a tater in my life, for the record. But, um, trying to think if there are other. I don't know, but it's a great phrase. That layer needs to be visible. Okay. I don't know, but I think I have at least a little bit captured a predatory smile in this picture. Get off my foot, cat. I will fight you. You will lose. Cat. Which one of you is it? Come here. Let me have your. Oh, it's rain. I don't know why that surprises me. Okay, let's go with a blue in there. Bigify. Bigify is another one of my. It should be a word, therefore stop. Ah, therefore I use it, kind of thing. was like, what is that dot? That is the eye on the jewelry. Shoo! I actually should probably research how lighting works underwater before trying to color pictures of underwater scenes, but I'm just gonna pretend I know what I'm doing. Okay, so we've got the three eyes, those teeth, and let's give his shoulder blade, his scapula, or not? No, not scapula. That's not the right word. Maybe it is. I don't know. Um, yeah, that is the right word. I was thinking scalpel is the wrong word. Man, when Latin meets English, I get even more confused than usual. I'm content with all of that. This is definitely, let's see what it looks, no, we want it there. Who's on my head? Rain, why are you so bad today? Like, are you trying to, like, outdo Loopy in the bad cat field? You're winning. Get down. Thank you. Okay, that one we need to shrink a little down. That's good. That's good. That's still where it needs to be. Okay. Jewelry. Next layer. We are now going to play the I Hate Spheres game. Right? We're about to play the throw a cat out the window game. For anyone concerned, I would never actually throw my cat out a window. Please go away. I cannot see the screen. Please go. Please? Okay. Thank you. Get down. All the way down. Thank you. Ugh, the other devil arrives. Loopy, please quit chewing on my elbow. Loopy. Loopy. No, get down. Go. Oh, don't. hold on. Oh. Ah. What did you... life, 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 life. I think my cats are why I have gray hair. Okay, just to do the other little bits there. Okay, one more tiny thing to do. is that layer so bad? Uh, let's just touch it up then. I actually like the intense ink from this one, so I'm gonna just go with it. Horus as a Liopleurodon. My greatest mermaid accomplishment to date, merman, because it's my only merman accomplishment to date. But alright, I think I am gonna be done with this one. I had to keep, the eye aesthetic. He do, he do. He's a teefy boy. Um, but yeah, I think I'm done for the for this little jaunt. Um, I will let people know when I do another one. I will poke everybody I talk to normally elsewhere, and y'all have a good night. Stay safe, subscribe, feed me tacos, whatever.